So the one thing that solves all these problems is to not let that freaking clam digger out of Wembley Stadium with the world championship. Hey everyone, it's been a while, and this is Top Rope Tokes. I'm just saying, and that guy over there.
Range of motions, back in the house, baby.
It's been so long, and I still always point the wrong direction first. This Sunday, the main event of AEW's All In pay per view is title versus career with Danielson versus Swerve. Who do you got?
Well, I got Brian Danielson in this bad boy because that dude's sick and he can't stay away from a wrestling ring forever. I don't see it happening. Like I feel like he's one of those guys that's like, yeah, I'd rather die than never get to wrestle again. Like
Well, see,
so
therein lies the problem. I think they already said, like, he's beat up. It sounds like he's going to need another neck surgery. He's already started talk like he was making peace with retirement. You know, we saw Swerve even mention that in their little face to face on Dynamite. Like, he's already made peace with it, and I think it's over for him, and he won't have a choice about wrestling again because of another neck surgery. So I think this is it for him. Um, Definitely the last couple weeks have made me a lot less confident in it. But I think in the end, Nigel McGuinness was always right. Like, he can't keep going. He is brittle Brian Danielson, and he's gonna retire because of injuries.
he will eventually, but I don't think this Sunday is gonna be it, man. Yeah, these retirement videos and interviews and stuff that he's doing can lead you one way, but this is still Brian Danielson we're talking about here. That guy can make you believe that anything is actually happening to him. So I'm not buying it. I
Listen,
think this man is coming out of here champ. Thank you, Swerve. It's been a great title run. It would be cemented as like top top three for me if if he were to beat Danielson here, but it's Danielson's night.
listen.
He's gonna wrestle again.
AEW has made it a point in the past to do a lot of the worst kept secret kind of scenarios. I think they have built this thing up to be his retirement match without it being like Sting situation where they say this is my last match. You are branding the match after his theme song forever with calling it the final countdown. You used Green Day Good Riddance. Like all these things that end up to say like this is retirement package stuff. This is the end stuff. This isn't hey, when it's all on the line stuff. This is hey, we're saying goodbye kind of thing.
I think he is effing with us, man. I truly believe he's effing with us. And I think he's gonna have like a super short reign ended in Washington.
But who's he lose to that makes it feel justified? Outside of that, it's just a, as it was mentioned before, just a thank you appreciation trophy is what you're turning it into at that point. But who does he lose it to? There's just, I don't see a story that makes a ton of sense.
As as far as a story that makes sense, I don't really have one for you. But Darby, Darby's pretty much my answer for everything right about now. But yeah, I could see it being Darby in Washington. You
Man,
know,
I would absolutely, especially if I was Swerve, I would absolutely hate that. Like, how are you gonna take it from one Washington native to another Washington native to pass it to the Washington native who doesn't look like he should be able to hold Swerve's jockstrap in a wrestling ring? I mean, I get it. Darby, super over. You were way more like you seemingly have came around a lot on him because I know you hated his music, different things early on. Like you weren't really there. But to be all aboard the Darby train now, I'm like, I get it. So I'm like, I'm not trading in Swerve for Darby. Not doing it.
My personal preference, I'm not trading in Swerve for Darby either,
That's
but
why
I don't. I think you strike while the iron, or they like to try to strike while the iron is hot, and it feels like Darby is the hottest thing they've got going right now.
what if Darby is or TNT champion though?
So yeah, if he's TNT champion, maybe not, because yeah, I don't see him being the dominant two belt champion or something like that. Like, nah.
Although it does make his title shot that he already has lined up fun because then it could become champion versus champion.
See, see.
Now,
Okay, so he might get a shot soon, but
Grand Slam, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, it's Grand Slam. So yeah, that's soon, real soon.
So the one thing that solves all these problems is to not let that freaking clam digger out of Wembley Stadium with the world championship.
Not the clam digger.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he digs for clams and stuff, but I think that's the mark of a champion, because you gotta be a special man to dig for clams. And you gotta be a special man to be the AEW world champion.
Maybe in a total
And just
face move, Swerve down the line will let Danielson come back for one more match just to get revenge on Nigel after Nigel screws him in the main event.
yeah, I'm look, I hope that I'm being like, what would you call the opposite of being worked? Or like they're making me work myself into thinking that Danielson is winning. Because I'm like, nope, nope. Because everything that they're telling us leads towards, yeah, Danielson's done here. But I just know Brian Danielson, and that man is always working. Always working. Like,
I
he works the shit out of
I
you all
do
the time.
I do feel like there's potential there that they've just done a very good job in the later weeks of causing confusion. Because at first everyone was always like, oh, title match versus career. We know how that's gonna go, how it always goes. And then like it feels like people's reactions have been swaying a ton back and forth. So I feel like they've done a pretty good job, which is why in our predictions video, if you haven't watched it already, make sure to go check it out. I just said I'm sticking with how I felt like 3-4 weeks ago, just because I have no confidence and I just rode with Swerve winning. And I'm sticking with it because whose house is it?
Danielson's house.
Fucking clam digger.
Yes, yes. Like, you can't see that with the belt around his waist. Yes, 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 yes.
That's also one
The
more
whole
thing I
crowd's gonna
thought
go
of.
nuts.
He had made it a point of saying he wasn't ever gonna do the yes thing, but he wasn't gonna stop the fans from doing it.
Well, he lied.
I think he's done it maybe once or twice before, or kind of like halfway did it. But this week on Dynamite was 100% the most emphatic he's ever did it.
He's been doing it recently.
And that's one more reason why I think it could be the end for him. Just him knocking out, like, you know what, I'm gonna get this like one last time. Kind of like Sting coming from the Raptors. One last time.
Yeah, dude. Don't get me in my feels. They did Sting's retirement so perfect. Like, couldn't have asked for that to go any better.
I think a lot of this is lining up the same way.
But come on, this isn't the end.